Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio. Today I am sharing with you the brand new collection Mister from Authentique Papers. Now, you know me, I love plaids, I love pattern papers that have warm, rich colors and really gorgeous vintagey images, and this collection has all of that and more. Also, how cool is it that they have an 8x8 paper pad now? So for all of us card makers and small project crafters, this is really an ideal size with the cut apart images that fit perfectly as your focal points on your cards, and the smaller scale of the patterns works perfectly. So I generally make 6x6 cards or a 5.5 by or 5x6.5, and this is just the same patterns as the 12x12 but shrunk down to a great size so that you don't lose any of those amazing images on your projects once you cut into this paper. So as you can see, there are plaids and checks and ginghams and stripes. The core of this is going to be beautiful rusts and blues and browns. So for instance, this gorgeous paisley here has all of those patterns incorporated, and then the plaids. So when I worked with this, I found many of the Spectrum cardstock colors of the Spectrum cardstock that coordinated just perfectly, and so I used those for my layering. And then I mostly worked between an 8x8 pad and the 12x12 sheets, as well as this detail sticker sheet, which has many fun sentiments and more of the images and some frames that you can use. So this is meant to be a more masculine collection, but you don't have to use it that way. I think the project that I created, which is this mini album, is definitely beautiful and vintagey, but it doesn't have to be necessarily masculine. So this is a mini album, and I have created a base previously in a tutorial for Authentique Papers, and I will link that below so you can check out how I made the base for the book. And then I layered up all of these gorgeous patterns with that Spectrum cardstock. I used a circle to die cut that sentiment and gave that a layer of the cardstock as well. Here's some beautiful coordinating flowers, sort of a smoky blue color. I put a couple of metal gear charms tucked in as well to help fill that arrangement in, and a couple sequins just to bring a little bit of sparkle to those corners. So this was part of one of the cut aparts, and I generally don't put 2 sentiments on a card, but I really like how that looked in the corner. I used this label holder to put that on, and I think that it just sort of matches the tone. It's bronzy and it makes it look very vintagey. So for the spine, I've just got more of the patterned paper that coordinates, and a couple of these little charms here just has some clock faces on them. Here's a large bow with a button, and then another bow here, and this is acting as the closure for the book. So once we open it, you can see that I have a large matted area, so a bigger picture can be included. I popped that up on a spacer to add a little dimension, and you do want to fill that book in a little so that it will hold its shape. Here is a tuck spot with a couple of those journal cards here, and I like to use the full images whenever I can because they are just so gorgeous. I put some of the cardstock on the back, the Spectrum cardstock. This has got just a very subtle tone-on-tone line, so that is perfect for adding journaling. And then it just tucks in behind this sweet little cut-apart image. On the second set of pages, I've got more of those beautiful journal cards. And then here are folded inserts with the patterned paper that looks like old newspaper advertising, and then I finished the inside as well. So you can put your pictures and journaling in that and then tuck it in. So these pockets are gusseted in. They have plenty of room for additional mementos in them. So if you have tickets or something you want to just tuck inside the pocket, there's plenty of room to fit that. And then the next set of pages, again, more of those journal cards. I think these are very inspirational, very sweet sentiments. And then the book pattern is just amazing. I love how that burgundy and brown and blue work together so nicely. It reminds me of a very old library. And then I put more of that cardstock on the back for journaling. And then these 2 pages are full page tip-ins. So look at all that room we've added to this book. You have plenty of place to add all your precious family memories, and it also adds a lot of bulk. So this book will hold its shape, and it won't cause it to fold over because the spine is quite large. So you do want to make sure that you have enough inside to fill it in and make the book the right shape to hold up. So the last 2 pages, again, with these journal cards, and I went back and forth between the patterns for some of those 8x8 patterns as well as the 12x12, and then I mixed and matched. So if I had a wood grain, I put it with an argyle. The book print didn't need additional layering, but the stripes and the paisley seem to go together very well. I don't know that there's a bad combination. I think you could mix and match these all day long and come up with something really great. And so the last 2 pages have the newsprint again, and then more of that space for journaling. So a thing to think about when you're creating mini albums is you may not want your journaling to be super visible. So if you put it behind a tag or on the back of an insert, you can record your memories and maybe keep them out of where someone might flip through and read them easily. And mostly for me, I would say that my handwriting is about like a 5-year-old child. So I would want to include all of the important details without advertising my lack of writing skills. So the back of the book has a little of that stitched leather pattern on it, and I thought that was very booky. That's not a word, but I'm gonna go with that. And so then you have all of this beautiful details to tie up and keep safe in your mini album. This weighs about a ton because of all those paper layers that we've added, and it's super sturdy. So this is definitely going to hold up for a really long time. So I suggest that you check out that Mr. collection, and also consider getting the 8x8 paper pad because it's just really perfect for greeting cards. And I was surprised at how many plaids this collection had. It has the checks and the plaids and the stripes, and they all work so beautifully together. So you'll get many projects out of this paper pad. Okay, that is all for me. I will leave links in the description for the collection as well as the trims and for our shop. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a like and leave me a comment. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. And as always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye.